So this portion of our presentation talks about honors advising and connection with the program staff here. All students in LSA have an assigned academic advisor, and as students progress through their degree, they gain even more in terms of advising. Every major and minor that a student declares in LSA has an advisor that a student will work with to help them make their way through that particular program. In honors, when students come for orientation, that is, from the first time they step foot on campus, they're going to be working with their assigned honors advisor. That honors advisor is a resource for students, not just about honors program requirements and expectations, but also about LSA requirements and expectations. We take our duty to help students very seriously, and part of that is meeting with students during the orientation process, 3 separate times in a one-on-one meeting. That gives students the opportunity to be able to develop a relationship with their assigned advisor from the very first time they get here. We talk with students about their overall plans and goals, about the interests that they have, both academic as well as extracurricular interests, and we help them build a schedule for that first semester that'll get them started out on the right foot. From there, students are welcome to meet with their honors advisor whenever they'd like to. That can be multiple times a semester. It can be once a year. Whenever students have questions, their advisor is available to be able to talk with them and help them make solid decisions that'll benefit them as they move forward.
So one of the things that I was most worried about when I was coming to orientation was the classes. So a few weeks before orientation, I got in the mail the really thick, huge course guide, and I was nervous. I looked through it and I tried to find classes that I was interested in, and there was about 100. So I knew that there was a lot of opportunities out there and a lot of options for me, but I wasn't quite sure how I was going to narrow it down to 4. So when I first got here, I really had no idea what I was going to take because there were so many things I was interested in and so many opportunities available. So I sat down with one of the peer advisors, and they started to help me narrow it down. And my advisor was a super big help in this. I talked to her multiple times over the course of orientation, which is really unique. And she really helped me narrow it down based on like what I was really interested in, what my goals were, what I do outside of class that interests me, and all sorts of things about me that would help me choose classes that would best get me where I want to go, but also keep me really interested and engaged in what I was learning about. So that helped me a ton. I walked out of my first advising session and I felt so much more confident that I knew what I was going to be doing, because in college it's very common that at some points you're going to feel lost, you're going to feel very confused, but that really helped me narrow it down, get focused, and really get on a clear path.
Students also oftentimes gain a lot of advising through the faculty that they work with. Sometimes that's something that they're doing as part of a class. Sometimes it's part of a conversion experience that they're doing. And sometimes it happens later on if they're doing an honors major.